I recently did a deal for 5 figures to make one 30-second video on Instagram as a sponsorship brand deal. And I want to tell you how you can make, I don't know, to you, that might be a lot of money. And so this is life-changing money to me. I grew up really poor, and I've been grinding at social media and YouTube and all this stuff for years, and I dreamed of the day of being able to get paid to make videos. And so I could talk for 10 hours straight, literally, but I'm just going to wrap this up real quick and tell you the meat and potatoes. So for me, the threshold that opened up all the brand deals and sponsorships without having to try and actively pursue them was 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's when the big box brands and the biggest brands in the world started reaching out to me. And if a brand reaches out to you and they ask you what your rates are, you could tell them, I'll make you a whole year's of content for $500. And they'll probably say, oh, great. Where literally if they ask another content creator who doesn't even have the little level of audience and engagement that you do, might be like, oh, we'll do the same thing for 50 grand. And somebody else might be 150 grand, and they'll be like, great. And you'll have no idea you just lost, $149,500 just by opening your freaking mouth and saying the wrong things, by not knowing your value or your worth or whatever. But I hired this brand deal coach. I'm not even going to say his name in this video, but he's like $1,000 an hour. And these type of numbers I'm talking right now, I don't want to confuse you, because I grew up dirt poor on welfare, and I've, really, really poor. So this was a big adjustment to me. But anyways, I'll tell you the story real quick. Big box brand reaches out to me. I tell them 5 figures for one 30-second video shared on my platforms, and I give them licensing, distribution, and whitelisting rights so they can run ad money behind it, right? And they came back and they said yes. Now, I've done 100 brand deals, but this is one of the most lucrative and the most highest possibility for more to happen. Like, this is it felt like a big deal. So we immediately produced a very high level cinematic type perfect video for them, and they loved it. This one of the biggest brands in the world. And what happens is, you think 5 figures, well, I'll just tell you the number, because I don't want you to think it's like $99,000. It's $12,000 for one 30-second video, right? But they immediately want to know how much to make a series of videos, and I gave them quotes up to $65,000 and even lots of money to release the content for them so they can just have it, right? You give them packages if you create UGC, user-generated content. And so what happens is, you might be like, whoa, 12 grand to make one 30-second video? This is insane. I'll save you 10 hours of fluff and information. Well, it wouldn't be fluff. It'd be very high-value stuff I could share with you. But I'll break it down right here. The level and amount of emails going back and forth with the brand or the agency, and breaking down every little thing in the video and the script, and hiring actors and a videographer, and then revising the script and getting the weather right, and then paying people out of pocket, and then you got 90 days before you even get your money if they like it, and then having to hire a lawyer to review the contracts, and learning about brand deals, sponsorships, whitelisting, licensing, understanding how this all works. And you might be talking to like 8 different people on an agency across like 6 different email threads all at once. It's a lot of red tape. And if you're extremely busy in a day job, or I have a full-time landscaping business, there's no doubt you'll be up till 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, making sure crossing every T and dotting every I. Then there's FTC laws, Federal Trade Commission, making sure that you're doing everything above board, and that's a whole nother video. And so you have to vary like a surgeon's scalpel, like very careful about what you do and how you do it, and making sure everything is, because like you could mess up a campaign and ruin trust with an agency and look like an amateur basically. And so by the time you've already released the content to them, they maybe ran ads behind it, It could have totally bombed on your channel and you're biting your nails because you were hoping it was going to take off and get 100,000 views and make the agency or the brand happy or not. Like all these little tiny things and the level of emotional roller coaster that you go through during one simple brand deal, whether it be $2,500 or $25,000, that you're on the hook. Like it's so and then after it's all done, said and done, the campaign was like months ago. You've already got so much other stuff down the pipeline. Like I literally was in, I don't know where I was like in Phoenix or somewhere. We were in California filming a commercial a few months ago. We were at the airport eating, yeah. And I was with my team that we film these epic videos. In a brand deal sponsorship campaign I had literally done like 6 months before that or something. Maybe it was 9 months before that. It was so far down the pipeline and had stressed my nervous system, and I got it done. I had almost forgotten about it, and everything happened. Listen to what I'm saying. I climbed the mountains, went down the mountain so far in the distance in the brand new in the rear view mirror of that brand that it was a one-off deal, and everything happened except for the most important thing at all. I still never got paid. And so I'm eating lunch with my friends, my team, and then I get a notification on my phone. Dun, 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 you just received that chunk of money from the campaign you did 9 months ago. Like you finally freaking got paid. And I looked at it, zero emotion. I said, well, I guess there was a little bit of like a sigh of relief. And then I put my phone back down and I kept eating. I was like, that's exactly why I do this. Yes, I just got paid, right? But what I'm talking about is like, imagine like, I'm just going to give you a quick metaphor. It was just my birthday recently. I love carrot cake. I don't know why. I try to eat healthy. I'm a sucker for carrot cake with the thick frosting on it, bro. It's amazing. And so imagine if like you love carrot cake, your birthday goes by, you don't get any carrot cake. It's a whole celebration. You walk by a showcase that has beautiful, delicious carrot cakes in it. Everybody else gets freaking carrot cake. And you've worked and you've even created the carrot cakes that you love, and you never get a single bite of carrot cake, and you go through all that suffering because you just want a piece of carrot cake, right? And I'm not that crazy about carrot cake, right? But or you're thirsty for water, right? But then one day when you're finally freaking over it and you don't care anymore, it's so far down past anything you care about anymore. One day somebody gives you like shit on a shingle. This is not, I should not have said that. Somebody gives you a styrofoam plate with a piece of carrot cake on it and a plastic fork, and you're like, oh, thanks. Okay. Like, there's this saying, you'll get these things when they no longer matter. Like, all growing up, this is a whole nother video on my other channel I could make right now. I was always the brokest guy, the brokest kid, had the biggest piece of crap truck in the world for years and years and years and years and years and years and years. Blood, sweat, and years and tears and fears. And finally, when I got sick of, and I had enough money and good credit, I finally went to the dealership, not because I wanted a new truck, because I was so sick and tired of paying all the fees that it's actually cheaper to just drive or lease a brand new truck. The day I finally got that brand new truck, I was like, wow, okay, it's not even exciting. Where was this 7, 8, 10, 12 years ago when I really freaking needed it? You know, so that's the way that this thing goes. Oh yeah, this is the other thing I wanted to say. With this brand deal, I kind of digress. Very quickly, the brand, they'll be talking about, yeah, we love the content you're making so much. We want a quote to do more and to do all these things. And I literally like run up to my wife. I'm like, honey, this is it. It's finally, the money is finally going to come in. Like the big money, the upgrading lifestyle money, the money to be able to do the things that we love to do. It's finally turning the corner. And then you don't hear from the brand for like a month. And then you reach out, what's going on? I thought we were going to work together. And they're like, oh, yeah, we're just waiting to hear from the brand or the agent. Sit up. I'm like crouching. So then literally you talk to the brand and then they lost your rates or something, like they want to know again, and then you go in circles with these fucking people for 9 months and they're like, oh, that time has passed, Q1, Q2, Q3, we'll think about doing something in Q3, right? And we're like, dude, that's 6 months away. Okay, I guess, yeah, let me know, we're gonna do another deal, right? And then by the time Q3 comes, you don't hear from them at all. And then you reach out and you email these people because you thought this was going to be a thing that was going to finally take you to the next level. They ghost you. You don't hear from them at all. And then you start emailing different people at the agency. Different people quit. You can't get a hold of anybody. Now you feel desperate, but you don't want to show it. So you could just kind of like let it go. And then like 3 months later, the brand will reach back out to you and be like, hey, Q2's coming around, Q1's coming around, we want to know what are your rates to do a deal? And you're like, I already sent you all that. So you stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning, you create these packages with all your rates, you get your hope back up, you send it to the brand, and then you never hear from the brand again for another 6 weeks. And so you're like, what the hell is going on? You've invested all this emotion and energy into something that might have made you $2 or $3 or $4 or $5 or $6 or maybe even $7,500 once, like 2 years ago, and they promised and said they wanted to do all this stuff with you, and you thought this was going to turn into an entire thing, and then you never hear from them again, ever. And it was like a roller coaster, and then it just evaporated, and you were like, or you thought it was gonna. What happened? Poof. Right now I'm working on another deal. It's $7,500 to make one video and chop it up and share it on my social media, and I'm going to get a bunch of free tools. 2 months ago, I negotiated this deal and already signed the contract. And all the tools never showed up. I never heard from this. This is a nationwide, a worldwide brand, another one of the biggest brands in the world. And I'm like, what's going on here? So I professionally go on ChatGPT and I make my response so it doesn't sound emotional. I reach out to the agency. Hey, what's going on? I signed the contract. The deadline to publish the deliverables under contract is over. I haven't received any tools. I want to do the right thing, but I don't know what's going on here, because they send you tools to make video with. And then I don't hear from them. A week and a half later. So in the media world, a week and a half feels like a month and a half. Because I got 7 YouTube channels, I got multiple Instagram accounts, I got a full-time landscape business, I got a lot of shit going on. We're making about 300 pieces of content a month. So they reach out a week and a half later. Oh, yeah, the shipment of the tools should be to you in like within a week, and we'll let you know. So another week goes by, you don't hear from anybody, the tools don't show up. And like, let's just say it's like April, right? And then you reach out to them again. You're like, what's going on? And they're like, oh, we finally heard back from the brand 3 weeks later. We won't get a shipment of tools in until August. And you're like, April, May, June, July, August. So now I got to wait 5 months. You're like, I'm so glad I told them $7,500 instead of $1,500, because all this stress and time and under contract and all this crap for $1,500. And so now when at the time you finally get the frickin' tools in the mail and you finally make the video, you don't even care anymore. And then by the time you publish the videos for these brand deals and you go through all the red tape and it's said and done, now you got to wait another 3 months to even get paid. So there you are. You end up in an airport one day, or it's a random Friday, and you get a notification you got paid your $7,500 from something you did a year ago. Yeah, I'd waiting a year before to get paid, partly stuff my fault with other brands. And you're like, so because what it feels like in your nervous system is you did a year of work for $7,500. So what I mean is when you do these reps and these iterations, when somebody, that's why you get to the point where you don't get excited about anything. Dude, this has really changed my life. I have a friend who's really close to God, and I really hope that I am. I love God, and he said, he referred to me as some stuff in the Bible. It's like basically you don't let any other man impress you. You're not being impressed by other men and their belongings. You don't compare yourself to other people, worldly stuff. You don't be like, oh, that guy must be so cool because he has a Corvette and a big house, and I want to be like him. Like, you don't know anything about that person. You don't know their struggle, their journey, their trials. So when somebody comes to you and they offer you $500,000, dude, you could hook me up. If somebody offered me $5 million, if you hooked my brain, my heart up to an electroencephalograph, it would actually be a negative detractor if somebody said, I don't care what the amount of money is, because whatever that money is, there's triple the amount of pain and suffering and that you have to go through to actually get that money. And is it actually worth it? Does it align with your core calling and your highest gifts and mandates in your life, right? So I don't get excited at all about money. When somebody tries to impress me or tell me facts and figures and statistics, bro, I don't even care. Some of my closest friends are multi-cajillionaires, and they're just normal, cool, good people. And when we talk, we don't even talk about business or money, because man, I love this dog. Look at my old dog, Nico. He's 18. We give him chicken and steak and all that stuff, and he'll go and he'll avoid like apple chicken sausage and scrambled eggs so he can go mow down the cat's kibble. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Man, I love that dog. He keeps me up all night. So here's my point. If you get emotional or excited about brand deals, you're wasting your emotion. Well, I don't want to say that, because it's worth it. I've had brand deals that have changed my life financially, where I've dropped to my knees and I've hugged my wife and cried because it finally got me off the rat wheel. So this is very real. But anyways, I'm Keith Kalfas. If you want to talk to me, keithkalfas.com/call. I'll put the links below. I can help you through it or whatever. Talk to you later.